Hi everyone, are you ready to find out what happens in the second half of the story Catalog Cats? Remember, that's our newest chapter from the stories that Julian tells. In that chapter, Father asked Julian and Huey if they would like to plant a garden. They said yes, so Father said that he would order a catalog so they could choose what to plant. After Father left, Huey asked Julian what a catalog was, and Julian told a pretty big lie. He told Huey that a catalog was a special book that cats popped out of, and those cats would help you work in the garden. Huey kept saying he didn't believe Julian, but Julian was pretty convincing, and by the time we stopped the chapter, he had convinced Huey that cats would be jumping out of the catalog. On the day the catalog arrived, Father said, "It's here," and Julian said, "I think I'd rather go somewhere else." We predicted that was because Huey was going to get in trouble when they found out he had lied to... Julian was going to get in trouble when he found out that he had lied to Huey. Let's see what really happens. "What's the matter, Julian?" my father said. "Don't you want to see the catalog?" "Oh, yes, I want to see it," I said. My father had the catalog under his arm. The three of us sat down on the couch. "Open it," Huey said. My father opened the catalog. Inside were bright pictures of flowers and vegetables. The catalog company would send you the seeds, and you could grow the flowers and vegetables. Huey started turning the pages faster and faster. "Where are the cats? Where are the cats?" he kept saying. "What cats?" my father said. Huey started to cry. My father looked at me. "Julian," he said, "please tell me what's going on." Huey thought catalogs were books with cats in them. "Catalog cats," I said. Oh boy, based on what we know about Father, how do you think he's going to react to this misunderstanding that Huey has? Looks like he's comforting Huey. Will he do the same for Julian? Huey sobbed. "Julian told me, special cats, cats that work in gardens. White ones, they dig up the dirt, and black ones, they brush the ground with their tails. Yellow and brown ones, they roll on the seeds." Huey's crying harder than ever. "Julian," said my father. "Yes," I said. When my father's voice gets loud, mine gets so small I can only whisper. "Julian," my father said, "didn't you tell Huey that catalog cats were invisible?" Wait, what? Is Dad going to get Julian in trouble? Or is he going to go along with the lie that Julian told? Why would he build on that lie and say that the cats were invisible? That's not what I was expecting. "Did you tell Huey the catalog cats were invisible?" "No," I said. "Julian told me they jumped out of the catalogs. He said they jump out and work in gardens. As soon as you get the catalog, they go to work." "Well," said my father, "that's very ignorant. Julian has never had a garden before in his life. I wouldn't trust a person who's never had a garden in his life to tell me about catalog cats. Would you?" "No," Huey said slowly. He was still crying a little. My father pulled out his handkerchief and gave it to Huey. "Now blow your nose and listen to me," my father said. Huey blew his nose and sat up straight on the couch. I sat back and tried to be as small as I could. "First of all," said my father, "a lot of people have wasted a lot of time trying to see catalog cats. It's a waste of time because catalog cats are the fastest animals alive. No one is as quick as a catalog cat. It may be that they really are invisible and that they just move so quickly you can't see them, but you can feel them. When you look for a catalog cat over your right shoulder, you can feel that he's climbing the tree above your left ear. When you turn fast and look at the tree, you can feel that he has jumped out and landed behind your back. And then sometimes you feel all the little hairs on your backbone quiver. That's when you know a catalog cat is laughing at you and telling that you are wasting your time." Catalog cats love gardens, and they love to work in gardens. However, they will only do half the work. If they are in a garden where people don't do any work, the catalog cats will not do any work either. But if they're in a garden where people work hard, all the work will go twice as fast because of the catalog cats. Wait, let's stop there. I want to go back and retell that part because it was a little bit confusing to me. What just happened there? Julian made up the lie and told Huey cats were going to come out of the catalog. When they opened the catalog and nothing came out, obviously Huey was sad. And we thought Dad was going to get mad, but instead, Dad added on to this lie about cats helping in the garden, and he added that they were invisible or that they were so fast you couldn't see them. I'm noticing here at the end, though, he's also saying that cats will only work in a garden where other people are doing at least half the work. That makes me think that this is a way for Dad to not hurt Huey's feelings, but also to get Julian to do some gardening. Let's see what happens. When you were a boy and had a garden, Huey said, did your garden have catalog cats? Yes, my father said. My garden had catalog cats. And were they your friends, Huey said? Well, my father said, they like people, but they move too fast to make friends. There's one more thing, my father said. Catalog cats aren't in garden catalogs, and no one can order catalog cats. Catalog cats are only around the companies the catalogs come from. You don't order them, you request them. I can write up a request, I said. Huey can do that very well, I'm sure, my father said, if he would like to. Would you like to, Huey? Huey said he would. My father got a piece of paper and a pencil, and Huey wrote it all down. Requested, 12 catalog cats, all varieties. Whoever wants to come is welcome. So what are some things that happened at the end of this chapter that were expected, and what were some things that were unexpected based on what we know about our characters? I noticed that Julian changed a little bit. That was a little unexpected. After he was getting caught in his lie, and then he didn't get in trouble, he seemed to want to be more helpful, like he wanted to help write that request for Huey. I also noticed that Dad responded differently than I thought. I thought he would get angry, and I think he is a little bit mad at Julian, but he's also trying to be kind and sensitive to Huey and make this dream of his catalog cats come true. We learned a lot about them, and I want you to think about those things as you're writing about this story today. You're going to answer the questions from your packet. What was the problem in catalog cats? What was the solution, or how was the problem solved? And then what did you learn about one of the characters in this story? Remember to use PQIA in your answers. So you might say, the problem was, the solution was, and I learned that blank is blank because. I learned that Julian is a liar because, or I learned that Huey is trusting because. So answer each of these questions and then please take a picture and send this to your teacher.